So I want to kind of go back to the beginning and go through a few phases
Sure.
of your life. I think a lot of people would think you're lucky in that you knew what you wanted to do at such a young age. You were
Yeah.
5, right?
I was 5, and I would listen to the radio. I don't know why, but I was fascinated by radio. There was no television then, and I never went to college. But I always had the dream, and I worked at a bunch of odd jobs until one day I ran into, on the street, James Sermons, who was director of announcers at CBS. And I asked him, I wonder when I get in the radio. I'm 22 years old. I really want to. He said, well, go to try Miami. So I was able to, my mother had gone back to work. My brother was graduating college, so I went down to Miami and broke in at a small radio station where they hired me, they listened to me. You know, I hung around that station, learned to watch radio. They gave me my new name, which I legally changed it. And on May 1st, 1957, my career started. I've had the pleasure of being in broadcasting, which is to me the greatest of jobs. In that I meet new people every day, get to ask them questions, get paid for it. And I've done it radio, television, started television very early too. And then of course did the first national radio talk show on a network, Mutual. And then Ted Turner brought me to CNN, where I spent almost 26 years. And then the internet came along, and Carlos Slim, Mexico, who liked my work, and he said, why don't we do something together? And that created Ora TV. But I have not done, I've been transmitted differently. I've been transmitted by satellite and phone lines and internet and digital, but I haven't done anything different. I've been transmitted differently, but I do the same thing. Who, what, where, when, why. I ask questions, I sit down and talk to people. And so I've been blessed in that I've had the same thing. And every day's new because I meet new people. I love it. And if you love something, the pursuit of happiness is best dealt with passion. And if you have passion for what you do, and then a great thing occurs, this interchange.
Right.
And it all stems from that passion to learn more.
So my last question, you are an icon in your industry. I mean, the tip of the top. So someone out there, separate industry, but they want to be the tip of the spear, the max, the top. Well, how do they get there? What's your advice?
Well, the pursuit is fun. Another thing is, trust your instincts. I'll tell you a story. I haven't told this story much.
Oh, score.
In 1989, I had a window in my contract, a 30-day window, in which I could seek other jobs. And if I accepted a job, I had to give a 2-month notice to Ted Turner,
Okay.
leave CNN. And I was making, I think I was making a good piece of change at CNN. But, wow, we went around. I got offers from Fox, Disney, ABC. They wanted me to follow Nightline. I followed Ted Koppel.
Yeah.
The King brothers, who did Oprah,
Right.
offered me the same kind of deal Oprah had. So we wound it down to ABC or the King brothers, King World. So we had 30 days. We got to tell Ted that we're leaving and to give him notice. And it was the last day. So I was living in Washington. I said, listen, Bob Wolf, you go down to Atlanta, you talk to Ted. It was hard for me. I'm going to go out to LA and spend the weekend, and on Monday you'll meet with Ted and you call me. Give notice. And we told King World and ABC the situation. You have to tell Ted, it's going to be one or the other. It's going to be ABC, and it was double money, double what I was making. Either King World or ABC. I go out to LA, I'm single, I'm dating Angie Dickinson. She meets me at the airport, it's raining. She had an umbrella, and we're driving in the car. She's going to drop me at the Beverly Hills hotel. And we're talking, and she says, so what's happening? I said, well, I got these big offers, ABC and King World, and take one or the other. She said, are you unhappy?
Mm.
I said, no. She said, well, think about it, because if you're not unhappy, the first day at either King World or ABC, if you have a bad day, you're going to say, why do I leave? If you're not, just think about it. Okay,
Right.
I'll think about it. Now it's Monday morning, and the phone rings, and it's 6 a.m. in LA. It's 9 a.m. in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Ted's on the phone, speakerphone. Larry, it's Ted. I hear Bob in the background and other people talking. And Bob is yelling, this is unethical.
That's your agent, right?
Yeah. And Ted says to me, Larry, say goodbye. Just say goodbye, and I'll know you're leaving.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. Oh. And he said, I tell you what, Larry, you stay with me. I'll double your pay in 6 months.
Wow.
I'll give you another 2 years on your contract. You gonna stay with me?
And you
I'll
did?
stay. I stayed.
Yeah.
And I learned something that day. And it was the best move I ever made.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm sure ABC would have been fine.
Mm-hmm.
Trust your instincts. So my advice would be, no matter what industry you're in,
Right.
if you're happy, don't leave, and don't do something just for money. There has to be a second reason.
Gotcha.
You like the situation.
Right.
You like the new city.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's just for money, that's a mistake. So what she said was smart.
Mm-hmm.
And had she not said it, but I think even if she hadn't said it, I would have frozen, because I was a loyal person. I'm very loyal to Ted. We have the same birthday.
Hmm.
Yeah, and so I would say to you, trust your instincts, and don't let the bad days keep you down.